Greetings, thanks for tuning in. Like, share, and comment if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. I haven't produced any videos in about a week. I've been sick. I had the flu, and I was healing the flu. I was getting over it on my natural remedies. I got strep throat. So, survival kicked in. What do? I go to the doctor and have to take antibiotics, or just try to do it naturally. I do have a job and I do have obligations, so I went to the doctor and I got antibiotics, and I'm taking it right now. So yes, survival, it's about being able to maintain. And I know everything happens for a reason, so it just made me think I need to look at my supply a little better. Now I have my natural remedies, and I still need, I guess, some types of pharmaceuticals, whether it's over the counter or whatever, because you never know what happens. Whether if I have a bunch of ginger, that could only last for so long. Pharmaceutical medicines, they tend to last a lot longer, and you can actually use it about, they said about a year, 2 years after the dates, whether it's aspirin or what. Not something I'm looking forward to, but I am looking forward to surviving. So that's one of the things I'll be looking into. What disturbed me in the past month was seeing the yellow vest. I'm not gonna say disturbed me, it just made me think. These people was mad, they was angry, and they took to the streets. They burnt down France. Not the whole of France, pieces of it. And the media will have you believe that it was all about gas prices, but it's about the big bankers. The big bankers, they do so much. They're behind the scenes. They control a lot, because it always boils down to money. War was one of the worst things in the world. It displaces people. People die. Starvation. Look at Yemen right now. So many things happen, and they gotta get that money from somewhere. So it's not always just taxes, but the big bankers as well. And they control so much behind the scenes. But anyway, back to the yellow vest. So they had some peaceful demonstrations. They had people, a lot of the demonstrators did get hurt. They had some of the firefighters, as well as the police officers, stand in solidarity with the protesters. In some cases where they took off their helmets or they didn't enforce certain laws. But by the last weekend that we really heard of, that was last weekend actually, it got pretty bad. They had people snatching them up. They had video of some of the police officers with hammers. I mean, they was really putting it on these protesters. Reports of one protester, finger got blown off. I think he tried to pick up one of the flashbangs or something. But most of the world, not the U.S., but most of the world started listening. They started protesting. It got to the point where in Egypt, they told them they could not sell yellow vests to the public anymore. You have to be a certain contractor or have certain credentials. Because people was like, no, we're fighting back. And this is how they shut people down. That's what I'm saying. This is how they shut you down. So as they see it spreading, then midweek, there's a shooting at a marketplace. Now, France, they do have terrorists. There was a couple cases in the last 4 or 5 years. And not to talk about those, but in this case, it was at a marketplace. It was around Christmas time. And you know what happens after that? You're not going to hardly hear about the yellow vests. Because I'm not saying somebody did it intentionally, but ISIS just comes out of nowhere. But, you can figure it out. Could have been something staged. Could have been something they put somebody up to. It would definitely help overshadow the point that the people was fed up and they was fighting against the system. So check it out. And again, thanks for tuning in. Maybe I spoke a little longer. Throat's still a little sore. I enjoy all the feedback. I'm not gonna say all the feedback. I don't want to hear that negative foolishness. I can understand. We could debate, but don't come at me like I'm crazy. It's just the way I look at things, and I respect everybody's point of view. But just keep the negativity to yourself. Freedom forever. Create and conquer. Thanks for tuning in. We're out.